This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, dairy inspections reveal many farmers face concerns for wet weather operations. A local teacher makes good on an expensive promise he made to his pupils. And the Serious Crash Unit begins their investigation into yesterday's fatal crash at Moraki. And a very good evening, I'm Craig Story. Many farmers in Otago were affected by the wet weather last week, with the dairy sector having the additional concern of not being able to irrigate due to saturated soils. Otago Regional Council has already carried out around a quarter of the dairy inspections for this season.
There's no need for irrigation following last week's heavy rains throughout the Otago region. One of the areas the Otago Regional Council is responsible for is making sure dairy farmers work in accordance with the clean water regulations. ORC's Director of Environmental Monitoring and Operations, Scott McLean, says the majority of farms meet the high standard of compliance. Although he wasn't available to speak on camera today, McLean says he's pleased to see the number of dairy farmers complying increasing every year. He says that shows good maintenance and management of their effluent systems. He admits upgrading and maintaining systems can involve a large financial outlay. But he says in the long run, the return on that investment benefits farmers through protecting the soil and grass, as well as the environment through preventing runoff to waterways. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
2 British women have been arrested over an alleged racist incident in Queenstown early on Sunday morning. The 2 handed themselves into police this morning following media attention in relation to the incident in which a cup of hot coffee was poured over a 30-year-old woman who had challenged derogatory comments about Asian tourists. A 23-year-old woman has been charged with assault and a 24-year-old with offensive behaviour likely to cause violence. They are due to appear in the Queenstown District Court on Monday. The recent Relay for Life event raised over $100,000 for the Cancer Society, and one local primary teacher made good on his promise to shave his head if his school raised more than $700.
Making good on a bet. Mr Kennedy from Room 7 at Green Island School was doing his part to raise funds for the Cancer Society. The school was part of the Relay for Life and raised $500. But Mr Kennedy challenged the fundraisers to get $700, with the promise he would not only shave his facial hair, but also the hair on the top of his head. And he says the task proved to be a valuable lesson to the children.
Their money can be put towards a good cause, and of course cancer research is a very good cause.
Local mum Kelly Martin donated her hairdressing skills, and shaving honours were given to Brady Weatherston. His family has been affected by cancer recently.
Mr K had a reason for what I did because my mum just passed away recently and she lost her hair, so yeah, I'm going to do it.
Principals from local schools contributed the extra money to get over the $700 mark at the Relay for Life, and the Room 7 pupils have a long list of chores they've completed.
I did the dishwasher at my mum's house, did the wheelie bin, the table, setting up the table. I made my bed, I folded up the towels and vacuumed the house. I have to empty the dishwasher, tidy my room, clear the table, set the table. Sometimes I have to help Mum Lux, and I sometimes help her mop. Yeah.
Green Island School were one of 71 teams at the Relay for Life, and its group raised $4,400, with more donations to come in. Dee Karen, The South Today.
Pedestrians haven't been forgotten by those building the new $22 million Kawerau Falls Bridge, connecting Frankton and Queenstown with State Highway 6 south to Kingston. The agency says the bridge across the Kaurarao River will include a footpath. As well, an underpass on the northern side of the river will enable pedestrians and cyclists to link up to trails around the river and to the existing 90-year-old bridge, which will remain open to those on foot and on cycles. Work on the new bridge began about a year ago and the abutments are well underway. Of course, long queues of traffic form at each end of the old bridge while construction is underway. The new bridge has been robustly designed to withstand a once in 2,500-year earthquake. A three-vehicle crash near the Moreki boulders claimed the life of one person yesterday and left 3 people with moderate to serious injuries. The Serious Crash Unit is investigating the incident and Dunedin Police have declined to comment further.
Police were still in attendance at a fatal crash on the Hampden-Palmerston Road near the Moiraki boulders yesterday evening. The crash involved 3 cars and not 4 as previously reported. One person died at the scene yesterday, another was taken to Dunedin Hospital and 2 more to Oamaru Hospital, although their injuries are not considered life-threatening. Police are refusing to comment further as the investigation is now with the Serious Crash Unit. The road was down to 1 lane for many hours following the accident, while police completed an examination of the scene. A police spokesperson told the South Today the Serious Crash Unit was at the scene until around midnight. Daryl Baser, the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, significant issues are still to be addressed by the Southern DHB, and the Burt Munro Challenge roars into life with only 1 day to go. But is Invercargill ready?
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
We're a 25 Moro Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focusing on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
My Els and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these tees. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell menswear, it fits.
Southern Television takes pride in providing a wide range of programming. If you have concerns about our programming or feel that standards have been breached, please write to the address on screen within 20 working days of airing. Visit Broadcast Standards Authority website for more information on the complaints process.
Yes, Sonny Chin!
Neck, shoulder, back, sciatica, pain specialists. Innovative tools specifically designed to contour your grooves of depletion and excess muscle buildup.
Sonny Chin, it works.
Travelling this weekend? Think slow.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489-2274.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf for them.
Gillian's Funeral Services. helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
We need your help to rebuild our animal centre urgently. Please give a little today.
Welcome back. Childhood obesity is just one of the issues facing the Southern District Health Board for 2017. With the rise in lifestyle-related chronic health conditions, local resources are stretched to breaking point, and the Health Board is aiming to address this and other costs, including the major rebuild of Dunedin Hospital next year.
Food, glorious food. But just how much is too much? An annual Ministry of Health survey found 1 in 9 children in New Zealand aged 2 to 14 are obese. In the face of damning statistics, Southern DHB will establish a steering group to refer at-risk children to relevant health professionals. It's a priority set in their recently released annual plan for 2017.
Working with the local authorities about urban design and development to ensure and encourage active living, which of course keeps people healthier and keeps people less susceptible to those sorts of issues.
Southern DHB Interim CEO Chris Fleming says the cost of obesity weighs heavily on the public health system.
In terms of the increasing the prevalence of some of the chronic conditions like diabetes, cardiovascular disease, they are all huge burdens, and so it's in the best interest of working with people who are susceptible of obesity to reduce the impact.
He says when it comes to chronic conditions, the healthcare system has become a victim of its own success.
The ophthalmology problem has been created because we've had advances in the practice that are keeping people's sight good for longer, and we haven't responded actively and quick enough to modifying the health system to cope with the demand.
The government implemented new health checks this year, including the Before School program, which it says will see 95% of obese children referred for clinical assessment and intervention by December. The Southern DHB annual plan forecasts a $22 million deficit for the 2016-2017 financial year. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
Queenstown's premier charity boxing event, Thriller, is set to take centre stage this weekend at the Queenstown Event Centre. Contenders from as far as Canada, Ireland and Italy will take the ring and battle it out for a good cause.
The gloves are on, it's time to fight. These after-work warriors are preparing for the biggest boxing events of their lives. This is Mina, here at CrossFit Queenstown, where all the contestants are having their very last training session. 86 applicants went through a demanding training camp and 20 were selected to compete. Training 6 times a week for 8 weeks, some for up to 6 months.
It's been a long haul. It's 7 years we've been running the Thriller now, so we've got another fresh batch to chuck in the ring on Saturday night. They're all, as you can see, pretty excited.
Mother of 3, Karen Wallace has been training for 14 weeks and is ready to take the ring on Saturday.
Totally first time getting some boxing gloves on and giving it a go, yeah.
Raised over $200,000 in the last 7 years and hopefully we'll crack the $250,000 mark this year. Branches are our charity this year and these guys have all got their own Give a Little pages.
Contenders have raised over $7,000 already this year and there will be live and silent auctions on the night as well. Mina Amso, The South Today News.
After the break on The South Today, the fastest Indian, Burt Munro, is celebrated in Invercargill soon. Are they ready for the power? And we'll keep you up to date on the ever-changing weather situation until the weekend arrives.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order Emu oil today.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
We need your help to rebuild our animal centre urgently. Please give a little today.
We're a 25 Moray Place, Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focusing on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Travelling this weekend? Think slow.
My Els and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these tees. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Pregnant? Need to talk? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pregnancy counselling services are here to help. It's free, it's confidential. Call us now on 0800 773 462.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Welcome back. One day out from the Burt Munro Challenge, and everyone is in high anticipation for the events. The motorcycle races and challenges ranging from windy beach conditions to hill climbs and street races are bringing people from all over New Zealand to Invercargill. Ruby Spink went to see how the city has been preparing for this major event.
The Burt Munro Challenge starts tomorrow, and Invercargill's been turned into a motorcyclist's heaven.
Hi, I'm Ruby Spink in Invercargill, and if you've been anywhere near the city today, you would have seen bikes everywhere.
Bikies from all over are down for the 4-day event, paying homage to the man locally known as the God of Speed. The event is 9 years old and it's developing every year. Organisers expect this year to be bigger and better than previous ones, with around 40 trophies up for grabs.
Started off with obviously the beach race, and then Teretonga, and then the Speedway, and then we introduced the Bluff Hill Climb and now the Supercross as well, so it's growing.
The most recent addition to the event is the Junior Racers Beach demonstration. He says no matter the weather conditions for the race, everyone will be in for a good show.
Well, you're going to get hit with the elements, and because it could be sunshine and then half an hour later you could be in hail, so that's part of the challenge for the community going out and having a look at it, and the spectators, and for the riders they get to feel the feeling of what it was like for Burt to go down the beach, testing his bike and racing his bike down the beach. So they get the thrill and the understanding of how hard that was at the speed that he reached on that old bike that he had.
Stepping into shops around the city, you'll see displays and Burt Munro merchandise everywhere. This is a key feature in the E. Hayes & Sons store, where they keep the trophies year-round. But even in stores which aren't known for being very bike-orientated, you can see window displays.
So it's just to embrace Burt, and years ago I remember seeing Burt on the beach with his bike and practicing, so you know, it's a great story.
The city's accepting this event as part of its culture.
And as for me, I'm hoping to see a little bit more weather like we had yesterday for the activities over the weekend. I'm Ruby Spink for the South Today.
Wow. Play on day 2 of the University of Otago Oval was stopped in its tracks by the rain. The Volts were all out yesterday and the Firebirds started play today with 89. And now
it's been a damp day at the University Oval, and the wet weather will come as a relief to the home team.
Otago was dismissed for a paltry 208,
after electing to bat, and Wellington got through to 89 for 1 at stumps on day 1. There have been just 9.2 overs bowled today so far, and the prospect of more play looks bleak. Otago did pick up the wickets of Stephen Murdoch and Michael Papps. Papps was caught behind off the bowling of Jimmy Neesham. It was a milestone dismissal for Derek de Border, his 300th first-class dismissal. Play will resume at an earlier time tomorrow. Adrian Ciccone for South Today.
And now, recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Wet weather is affecting farmers across Otago, with concerns irrigation may be hampered by soil saturation. Otago Regional Council has already carried out a quarter of inspections. Mr Kennedy from Room 7 at Green Island School shaved his head today as part of a wider fundraising effort to top up the Relay for Life donations, and 1 person is dead and 3 people are injured after a multiple vehicle crash near Moeraki Boulders yesterday. And now let's have a look at what's happening in tomorrow's Otago Daily Times with the most gruntled man in Dunedin. Barry, how are you?
I'm very, very good, thank you, Craig. Thanks for asking.
What's in the paper?
What's in the paper? Well, following on from your report there, the Moeraki crash yesterday where 1 person died, we're talking to locals about that issue because it is a bit of a hotspot. So locals are very concerned about what goes on there, and we're asking questions about what can be done. Police is another story tomorrow. Police Association, the Police Association, I'll just say that quietly, is disturbed by the rise of public violence and attacks on police in the Southern District. And incident in Queenstown last week where a woman had hot coffee poured over her head. Well, 2 British tourists have have handed themselves in actually, and are appearing in court over that incident. So we have a story on that. Another bank closure following a recent trend. The BNZ Campus Bank is closing down in North Dunedin. So that's disappointing there. And we have a date to get your togs on. So if you're a Mosgiel resident, I know what you can get for Christmas, maybe some togs. So the new facility there, we have a date for its proposed opening or building, whatever. The Australian one-day side has been announced to tour New Zealand, a few new faces there, so more on that in the paper tomorrow.
Thank you very much. The idea of you and I in Speedos does
appeal.
not
It's not a good. It wouldn't be a good look.
Thank you very
much. Stay away
much.
from that.
Thank you. And a time now for tomorrow's weather.
This weather update proudly brought to you in association with Silverhorn's Manuka Honey.
Today's southern view taken across gorgeous Lake Wakatipu. Looking at the situation, a stationary easterly front covers most of the South Island today, bringing cooler, wetter conditions, while warmer easterlies cover the North Island. For the southern outlook, Balclutha easterlies showers 11, Catlins easterlies showers 11, Gore moderate easterlies, light rain 13 or so, and Lumsden easterlies strengthening occasional showers 13. Central outlook, oh my goodness, such a pretty place. Alexandra, thickening high cloud, occasional rain, humid 15. Queenstown high cloud, light northeasterlies 15. Taonao high cloud, scattered showers 16. Wanaka high cloud showers, light easterlies 14, 15, 16, around those numbers. The northern outlook, Oamaru, coastal showers, easterlies developing 12. Omarama high cloud showers increasing late in the day 15. Timaru high scattered cloud, light easterlies, a little bit of late rain 14 to 15 degrees, and Twizel high scattered cloud, light easterlies, late rain 14. Here in Dunedin tonight, light rain overcast, mild, an overnight low of 9. Tomorrow more of the same, developing easterlies, showers 14, 13, low of 7, and Friday more showers, humid, some strong winds late in the day, 19 degrees and an overnight low of 11. Invercargill tonight, high cloud, moderate easterlies, 9 degrees tonight, and for tomorrow 13 is your expected high with 9, light easterlies, rain easing, cloudy though, but Friday 18 degrees for the Bert Munro, 9. And on behalf of the good men and women of the South today, I'm Craig Story. Thank you so very much. Good day.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.